Well, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I've been sent out to do a little bit of shopping today, and I've got a bit of spare time. So what shall I do? Pure gym or game hunting? Pure gym or game hunting? Yeah, I think you guys already know the answer. So today I'm back in Stratford. We're going to check out CEX. This one is one of my regular shops, so let's hope they got some new stock in. Looking forward to checking it out. I haven't been here in a month or two. You've got the Mega Drive 2 Mini there. That was an Amazon exclusive. I'm really glad I picked my one up because they do sell for quite a high price. Wasn't a great deal of them made. You've got the Mickey and Donald Game & Watch there. Never played that one. Nice selection of old school handheld titles there. And some more down below as well. And here we got the Super Nintendo Nicotine Edition. The one that everyone wants. Clearly not. Now, in amongst all of those Super Nintendo loose carts, there you go. There's a Super Mario Kart there. That is an American cartridge. Not sure how that slipped through the net. They are quite different. Nevertheless, someone took it in, and yeah, I guess they got to make their money back on what they paid out for it. Nice selection of Dreamcast games here. I absolutely hate the dual cases for the Dreamcast. They literally, you've only got to have a gust of wind and they will fall apart. Some solid Nintendo cardboard here, mostly N64, couple of Super Nintendo bits there. As you can see, you've got the full Star Wars trilogy. Not in the best condition, but I've definitely seen a lot worse when shopping around. Not a great deal on a Nintendo Wii there in that particular section. They do have another section though, so I will check that one out as well. Now, GameCube stuff, the sections in CEX's really are diminishing. However, today in Stratford, not a bad selection at all. Now, this one did catch my eye. I like the look of this. Let me know if you've played that one in the comments below. Definitely something I'm thinking about. I have never seen this game before. Another Code R. I love the artwork. I love the fact it looks quite different from most Nintendo Wii games. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look that game up, see what it's like. You've got the Sonic games here on the Wii. There was about 4 or 5 of them, and if I remember rightly, the majority of them was pretty poor. I think that one there that you just saw, Sonic and the Black Knight, pretty bad game. Now, what in the name of Leonardo DiCaprio is this? Just looking at this reminds me of a classic YouTube video that JonTron did many years ago about the Titanic game on the SNES. It looked terrible, and even at £3, I wasn't going to buy it. Sometimes I do like to buy stupid games like that, but no, not today. That one looked very poor. Like most shops, not much on the Wii U, unfortunately. And when you do see the Wii U stuff, it's always the same titles. Few Vita games there, another system that you don't see many games of when you visit CEX branches. And surprisingly, a pretty decent selection of OG Xbox games. I'm interested in that Indiana Jones game there. And this one here, Dinotopia, I've never heard of it. Am I missing out? One of the bigger sections that they have in this particular branch is the Xbox 360. It's getting very, very difficult for me now as I go around these shops to find 360 titles that I want. It's quite possible I've got the majority of stuff that I need or want to play, and that includes that one at the bottom there, Ninja Blade. You don't see it too often out in your shops. It's actually quite a good game. I was playing it not too long ago. Shout out to Super Smash Gaming YT for hooking me up with that one. Thank you, Joe. Give me a very decent price. It was one of those games that sort of had a price hike with the recent Xbox 360 increases that we've seen across the board. Right, let's flip on over to the Xbox Series X and the Series S. I don't know. Xbox marketing absolutely baffles me with these games. I mean, I've got a Series X, so I can safely buy any of these games, really. Safe in the knowledge rather, that they're going to work. But if you've got an Xbox Series S or something like that, I don't know, it's not very obvious as to what you can buy by looking at the game covers. Got Rare Replay there. Now that's got to be one of the best value titles that you can get for £4. It's got some great classic games on it. Alan Wake Remastered there at £15. That's quite good value when you consider the PlayStation 5 version is probably around about 20 to 25, I believe. I mean, it's only my opinion, but I think one of the main reasons the Xbox games are cheaper than the PS5s is the success of Game Pass. I've spoken to many independent shop owners over the last few years that tell me they struggle massively to get Xbox titles out the door. Now, obviously, the reason behind that is Game Pass. Now, I think that's got to be the same with CEX as well, hence why you've always got a huge selection and hence why the prices are always that much cheaper. Shovel Knight there on the PS4. Brilliant title, but again, it's £6 on the Xbox. Now this is a really good game at £15. I would recommend anyone picking this one up. I've got it on the Switch, Slain Back from Hell. Absolutely fantastic title and definitely one I would recommend to anyone watching this video today. Nice cardboard sleeve there. Although Dragon's Dogma is not a game that I would play. Right, I am trying to get a full set of Spider-Man games, and Spider-Man 2 is one that I need. It's £42, it has dropped a bit since its initial release. Still on the pricey side, but I've got a few items that I'm looking to trade in today, so if I can get a decent voucher, I'll consider picking that one up today. Right, back over and checking out a little bit more of the Xbox 360 stock. Now the Sly Cooper games, I've got absolutely no experience with these, but I see a lot of people talking on Discord about how fond they are of this series. So whilst it's a PAL release, it doesn't look like it's a UK release. It's been traded in here. For that reason alone, I'm not going to consider it. Shouldn't be too difficult to track something like that down. Now I had to think twice about that 50-cent game, but after double checking, I did confirm that I already had it. Now here's another Spider-Man game that I need. So yeah, I'm not sure, do I pick up something like that today or go straight for the most recent one, the Spider-Man 2? I'm quite leaning towards the Spider-Man 2 because I'm trying to increase my PlayStation 5 collection. I'm trying to justify owning one because I haven't really played it a great deal in the last year or maybe year and a half. Saying that, I have actually picked up a fair few PS5 games recently. Here you got Marvel vs. Capcom Sun Faded Edition. In all honesty, surely you'd rather a cover reprint, and I hate them, than something that is sun faded as badly as what you just saw there. Now, similar to the 360, there's not a lot that I want on the PS2 anymore, apart from, you know, very select heavy hitters. However, I do still see games out and about, like this one, that personally, I've never heard of before. Doesn't look like something that I'd be interested in playing, therefore it's really not worth picking up. Right, now this is a game that I am actively looking for. I'll be honest though, as much as I want it, us game collectors are notorious for paying what we consider to be the right price, and at £18 I don't consider that game to be the right price. I'll keep looking for it on places like eBay and Vinted, Facebook Marketplace, and hopefully I'll be able to get it at a better price. Now this one, Soul Calibur 3, I'm considering buying, but spoiler alert, I took it up to the counter towards the end of my visit here, and once again, no manual. That's got to be maybe the third or fourth time I've seen that game out in the wild and it's had no manual. Now I do love checking out the Nintendo Switch, trying to find those cheap games, because there's some real quality out there. You don't have to buy first party only on the Switch in order to amass a very good collection for your console. I recently did a video on that, check it out, where you can get 10 games on the Nintendo Switch for £15 and under. Going to be working on a few similar videos like that. Also, another one for the Nintendo Switch, but also the Xbox and the PS5. PS5 is at that stage of its lifespan now where games are becoming cheap. That arcade game zone is an absolute copyright nightmare. Some of the games that you see on the back of that, I checked it out on the PS5 recently, and yeah, infringement galore. Never heard of this one, Darkest Dungeon. Love the artwork on the cover. Something I'm going to go home and do a bit of research on before I come back maybe and pick that one up. Final Vendetta at £12. Fantastic game. If you see that one, pick it up. Do not hesitate. Luigi's Mansion 2, that's one I need in the collection. Not going to be paying no £42 though. Now see, I always pick up games like this. £6 for the Switch. Now it doesn't look like something I would play in all honesty, but when I see a Switch game at £6, I feel obligated to at least check it out. Right, so after doing the trade, I managed to pick up a nice voucher, and the only pickup that I got today, as I alluded to earlier in the video, was Spider-Man 2. So as I mentioned earlier, quite looking to increase my physical collection for the PS5. I've always struggled. It's not the fault of the system. Well, not always. They do have a lack of exclusives, but I have been buying quite a few games on the system recently. As you can see here, these are my most recent pickups, and the PS5 collection is increasing slowly but surely. The highlight being Astrobot, one of the best games that I've played in the last few years, and yeah, a couple of bad games in there as well. I think, is it Magic Fingers? Yeah. Jack Holmes Puppet Master as well. Got a soft spot for that game. I really enjoyed playing it. It's quite janky in the way it controls and that, but yeah, it's one of those games I've got a soft spot for. So yeah, I've started amassing a decent PS5 collection now. It has taken some time for me to begin buying once again, but I'm starting to see games out in the wild that I like the look of. That wasn't the case for a long time with the PlayStation 5. Anyway guys, that was Stratford CEX, one of my locals. Can't go wrong. I think I've done well going in there instead of the pure gym. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you on the next video. Take care for now.